Sorry, I was not ready for Floofies to be in frame within a frame. You know, double them up. I am joined by Floofies, by the way. I hope you all are having a great night as well. Floofies, how are we looking for tonight's match? Which is
We're
of course the first
looking
one of the season.
picturesque. I think. All right. If we're gonna pretend, I feel like with the amount of technical all of the issues that we had last night, we can pretend that the first game didn't happen. I see it says 0-1 above my head. That's true. We can't avoid it, but we can come back stronger. Unfortunately, Goosebreeder still has retired, so Fox is going to continue to be standing in for her. Uh, and we've got Sleepless Gaming, who won their first outing last night or some other time this week. And so it's 0-1 versus 1-0. Not the easiest matchup to start things off, not the most even thing, but we'll see how it goes. Does look like Flyquest Red have some good company in Notorious, Merc, Beyond Limits. You know, it's the first couple of nights. The games are going to be rough, and not only that, but just like we mentioned before, we're going to be switching from Train this week to Anubis next week. There they are. There are Flyquest Red, Bibian, Fox, Emmy, Vanessa, and Marie. And across from them are Sleepless Gaming, where, yes, they will be sleepless. No sleep till DE Nuke. We got Owen, Jade, or Yade,
You're leaking
Atomic,
everything.
PZ, and I Eat Mayo.
Oh, I
It
think
was
that's
pretty
up
good.
for. I think that's up for number one player name that Flyquest Red have played against so far this season. Pretty quickly there. But yes, as Floofy was saying, we are on Nuke tonight. It's a rare occasion that we see a little bit of Nuke be played, but they've decided to go for it, and I mean it's a strong map for this team, and I mean it was a often picked map as well for, of course, that Shimmer core, which Fox is coming in from to stand in. So yeah, it's a good pick for them to roll into. And I was seeing just in the chat earlier there, it's people have been saying that Fox was feeling it today, so that means good things. We saw her early on yesterday. She looked quite ready to go with some of the shots that she was hitting early on, and hopefully with a little bit more time to gel as a team, a little bit more time to get set together, we will see that start to appear here. And I believe that's them having won the pistol round, which means, or sorry, not the pistol round, the knife round, which means they'll get to pick their side.
I typically go for like a side of fries or maybe chips. I've been trying to have a side of broccoli more often just because, got to eat healthy. But
Are you a big onion rings person
oh
or
my
no?
goodness, yes. I just don't get them that often because like fried food and all that. But
Yeah, understandable.
when I can find onion rings that are good, oh boy. In this case, though, they go for CT's side. Which is a good side to start off on with Nuke. Typically, this will be the more CT-sided map, so good place to be when you only have a best of one.
Yeah, everything matters a lot more here than previous, and I mean, this is the catalyst that got FaZe into the grand finals of the last major. So think about it that way. Good opener there for Marie to pick up one. Unfortunately, Atomic will get the kill right back. Hasn't been able to drop through the vent though, and Bibian will find him and find the kill. He's Zed now around the corner.
That's the top hut position given away though. That is going to be something that Sleepless Gaming can play with as they maneuver through lobby, but you don't know as there are a couple of other players waiting for them. Emmy sitting behind pillars, waiting for the push on in is Sleepless Gaming. They play one player outside. That is going to be enough to remove Bibian from the equation. Emmy now has to play this site all by herself, but she's got company from above. Fox, death from heaven, 2 kills. Flyquest Red, swing the pistol.
A little bit of a height advantage being worked there from Flyquest Red, relying on the upper levels of A to get the job done. We'd love to see that. So the first round, the pistol round, goes Flyquest Red's way. We can reset the counter and get ready for round 2 here. This is the just try and stay alive around. And of course, actually, interestingly enough, it'll only be Beyond that has an MP9 in hand, dealing with an SMG. Everybody else rocking the rifles. Means they will have the advantage at range, but they have to be careful with all those Glocks potentially running full force into them.
Yeah. Flyquest Red electing to hold some very long angles, with Bibion being the one that's going to be super up close. I mean, it's Nuke, and with no bomb plant, Sleepless Gaming with not a whole lot of money means just Glocks, not a whole lot of upgraded weaponry, but the Glocks, combine enough of them together, they prove to be deadly, but the MP9 even more so. 4 kills for Bibion, but that's not enough to stop PZ. Down to the lower site, bomb planted, blinking away at this ramp player, can't quite lock in the shots. Oh, he's just gonna close the distance, but Vanessa ready for him. And Flyquest Red will take the second.
So I think we just had 2 big lessons. One, second round, buy head armor when possible and prioritize. And the second thing is the MP9 is great at just munching targets at any range. That was a big 4K to come through. That's a lot of money in the pocket for BBon. I mean, she can probably buy Emmy right back into this round just off the fact that, hey, I just made $2,400 from them getting through HUT.
Yeah, that's third round op money. That is Fox, toss your op over, or toss your M4 over. You're getting an op. We got money, but not what they go for. So just going to be rifles all around. One thing that I found interesting is the third round ops coming out sometimes with the upgraded money from CT side.
Right.
And even if the T side elects not to spend any money, you'll very occasionally see that happen. But nope, going to be just pure rifles all around. See if Sleepless Gaming can crack on in. So far, not a whole lot of success on getting onto the sites the hard way, aside from PZ's ballsy drop onto B.
Well-timed smoke there from BBon as well. She's going to be caught out a little bit from the Molotov. Instead, will elect to push forward. Owen is lurking outside. Might have Marie's number. We're not sure yet. It's just a really good ring around the Rosie outside. In the meantime, BBon's gotten herself over into a corner. And that's an angle where she'll go down. Now the entry is in. As PZ leading the way. The rest of the team to try and get into the safe site here. Fox from above, Emmy from below. They'll both go down. It is going to be Marie and Vanessa to try and hold this together, though.
You're going to say PZ instead of PZ every time.
Yeah, consistently, yes.
All right, fair enough. Oh, bomb planter. Vanessa does manage to remove Jade from the equation. But now it's just Marie alone in a 1 versus 2, and the post plant is going to be locked in for Sleepless Gaming. So she's got to nail these, but jumps up on Tetris, and I Eat Mayo shreds her to bits. Sleepless Gaming fight back, and it is a 1-2 scoreline.
Is Mayo acidic or basic? You know what?
No, I've never thought about the pH balance of mayo.
The pH of mayonnaise is about 3.8 to 4.6, so it is considered an acidic concoction. It's actually due to the vinegar in it. So we gotta big brain our way into some play on words with acid now.
I was trying to just think of, like, how do you combine mayo into poutine?
Disgusting.
Because, like, people put mayo on French fries.
Yes.
So,
but I don't think it melds with gravy
and cheese.
I think it's your problem, yeah, and the curds. But
okay.
We'll workshop that in a second here. Owen is trying to make some space over towards lower. At the same time, big kill found on Marie. It looked like PZ was getting ready to go out through the doors as well. Emmy is up top waiting, and you can see that smoke is well lit to get them down and towards vent. She's aware of this. However, as one smoke fades, that means that there's not really a spot for them anymore. And even with these 4-spot guns, oh, BBon. What does BBon have over in the area? She'll find Owen. Big kill while Owen's not looking, and that means It is back into a 4v4, and what an angle to find one.
Molly on top hut does not catch her whatsoever. Meanwhile, though, Atomic bursting out. Gonna find two. Bring this into a man advantage for Sleepless Gaming. Vanessa, no, we're safe to stand. And Atomic here to nail in the final nail as Sleepless Gaming tie this one up at 2. That is going to send Flyquest Red into a save, 2 rounds down, all the money exhausted. So that CT side not looking quite as good. We enter round number 5.
Yeah, and it seems consistent. Whoa! No.
Ow!
That's
Ow.
painful. That is really painful. I was just just gonna say. I mean, it looks like so far
Love
kind of had the formula of go through Squeaky and get in that way. However, at the same time, going outside has been a real problem. I mean, we'll find a trade back as Vivian did go down early on, so it's a bit more of a focus in towards the outside area. I do not know how she got away unscathed from that. Actually, she did take a bit of damage, but that is incredible that she manages to escape 2 players heading in towards the A site with the bomb from heaven.
And this could be a little bit of a dirty angle, and from below, just deletes Atomic. So the nade's now going to have her number. Oh, Jade Fox just sticking out a little pixel. Oh, puts the weapon away just at the wrong time, and Vanessa able to pull one more over. And escapes as well. It's a USP and 2 full HP players, so still a difficult retake, but every kill going to be counting for something here, so likely to escape with a weapon, but
have a
going shopping
first.
outside.
You know what? This is really smart, though. She can manage to get over in towards CT spawn. Of course, there was a gun drop there. PZ was the only person that would have been able to see her first, and instead she's managed to kind of slip by. Is this recognition from her? Yeah, because it looked like for a second she might go in through garage, and there's comes the push. Oh, the timing. Do a little bit of dodge.
Ooh.
Hopefully she gets around the corner. She picked up that AK, and she's safe. She got away clean. There you go. Little bit of sneaking around, a little bit of a stealth game coming through there from Vanessa to save an AK for another round there. And I mean, the money, it's rough, but they can get a buy-in, and especially with that AK available, that just helps them out even more.
Yeah, 3 rounds is still a decent loss bonus, and especially with what looked like a pretty full save. A lot of USPs on the Flyquest Red side. So they are going to have at least money for weapons and plenty of utility. So Flyquest Red giving themselves a pretty good chance to try and stump Sleepless Gaming right now, but it will take a bit of a nap as we take a quick timeout.
Quick discussion. Quick shake Zula quip. Quick little talk. Just a quick little talk there. Have a quick. I don't know what else you can say that's quick, really. But anyways.
Well, does look like we're gonna get a bit of a ramp hit. It looks like Atomic already headed toward that direction, but unfortunately, we are gonna continue the technical issues from yesterday. We'll figure it out. Let's face it. It's how it's gonna happen. And
hands off. Did you ever have that like during
I have my button. my fidget button.
Your stress button. Yeah.
It's good because I can pretend it's like a butterfly and flip it around my finger.
I did a little I had a Kinder Egg like advent calendar for Christmas, and this was the reward I got at the very end of it. It's a monkey on a plane.
Nice.
You can turn it to
All right. Looks like we are going to go back into the game, and unfortunately this round has unraveled for Flyquest Red. 4 versus 1, and it's just Bibian saving and spawn. I'm still not even down, so plenty of time left for Sleepless Gaming to hunt before they put the bomb down.
Yeah, I really wish we got to see what kind of happened in that round. You can see a lot of damage onto PZ, and Owen's taking a bit as well. It's unfortunate, really, to see that, again, they're falling behind even more so on the rounds. And we mentioned off the top, the CT, so this is a CT side friendly map and everything like that. If the T side can really get going and really force somebody into an issue, as is on other maps as well, it can become more of an issue, and it can become a bit of a snowball for them. As it's actually pushing forward. The HP should be the difference maker in this one, especially. I'm trying to live.
The chase.
There we go. Perfect. No, that's all right. There's nobody close enough to support in that kind of a fight, so it was really good that Bibian went for it on that one. And I mean, now you've really got to have a talk, because I mean, Bibian has enough money to potentially buy in an op here for Fox. I think instead it'll just kind of be pistols, upgrade pistols surrounding that, and then you're going to next round with a big buy, because you're essentially looking at this as like a double save where nobody else is buying in anything, and yeah, next round you come in with the sorry, so no, it's not a double save, it's just everybody else is saving, and Bibian has a bit of money on top.
Yeah, the full buy is really just not going Flyquest Red's way basically from the word go. They had that first couple round buffer and kind of been it. Flyquest Red good at pistols, but fortunately the 5.7 is going to get picked apart here. PZ and I Eat Mayo with a couple of kills. Leaves Fox, Marie, and Vanessa 3 versus 4. Oh, that's going to hurt. The one tapper. Yeah, I mean, peeking out with the 5.7 is definitely a choice. But the AK is just holding back in lobby to catch them. Marie gonna at least get her licks in before the round is over, but 5-2. Sleepless Gaming now off to a healthy lead on their T side.
Yeah, that 3-round deficit's a big one to overcome, but I mean, I think the biggest note now coming to this round is Fox has an op for the first time in the match. We're gonna see a big green come out, and hopefully this becomes the difference maker almost immediately. You need to start. You need to pick up rounds if you're Flyquest.
Did you see that little run boost? That was clean.
I caught a little bit of
Sleepless Gaming going to be outside fast now, and that's dangerous. Molly on the top hut, but Fox has already caught one outside. Elites the second, looking for more as third player looking to cross over to Secret, but not going to be allowed. Atomic hits the floor, and it's just I Eat Mayo and PZ 20 seconds into the round. Now, wondering what to do. No smokes put down. I was so focused on how fast Sleepless Gaming were going that they didn't set up for this push at all. Did you manage to send PZ down lower? So there's at least something, but Fox now repositioned. Not going to let anything else cross by red. Ooh.
Oh, the timing.
Oh, no, the knife timing, but there's the fourth. Just needs one more, but PZ doing his best to make this round hell. 3 weapons dropped already. Looking to get the bomb down to try and force Flyquest Red to come their way. On over for stopping the ramp players, and his bomb position could be huge. Looking to bait some curious cats out into the open. Almost worked there. Fox not taking the bait.
She's in a bad spot, though, with 2 angles to keep an eye on. She has successfully backed away. It will be a Fox ace. Op ace, the first round of asking, having it available, and that is the round swing right there. Is you give Fox an op, and she'll take an ace for herself off that one. That's just incredible work, and a little bit lazy from Sleepless Gaming coming through. Just no smokes outside. They expected to full on. You mentioned the run boost. You expected full on just timing it to try and get in towards Secret as fast as possible and ignore everything else. Doesn't happen like that. Fox is already in position. She's got the 5 kills, and that's going to be a big changer because, well, yes, they're already on alert that she's got enough, but she's not going to stop now. She's already got another one. That's 6 kills in a row for her.
Well, this is perfect from Flyquest Red. They're making sure that op doesn't just stay static. It's moving around. It's keeping it Sleepless Gaming. It's more of a statement than it is just a weapon. They've made Sleepless Gaming afraid. Sleepless Gaming are playing fearless, and the AWP forces them to play with some fear, although Beyond caught down lower as Atomic manages to sneak over. But being able to keep this off mobile. Oh my goodness, Marie threw Squeaky through the smoke and drops 2. Emmy joining into this as well, leaves Atomic all alone. The 1 versus 4, AK over on ramp making lots of noise, so that's going to summon Flyquest Red right on over. And Fox already prepared in J-Hall with the AWP to finish the job, 4-5.
And that's some confidence plays coming in from Marie, just to push right through, no worries whatsoever. Just make a difference, make that kind of a play that will make the other team uncomfortable. We'll make them second guess any kind of move. We'll have to force them to be aware of smokes. They're not just something. They're not just a wall. You can walk right through those things, and that's exactly what Flyquest Red do that round. They make Sleepless Gaming have to second guess things, and that's the biggest thing on the rounds coming through so far. So, well, big up so far. That's a big changeover. Those 2 rounds are really solid to see coming forward.
I mean, but that's Fox showing why you would pull her from Shimmer to Flyquest Red in the first place. Stand in or no. Fox's op is always something in Impact that you have to be aware of, and she's trying to prove herself as that piece in Advanced as well.
Yeah. Perfect. Listen, I will take this outcome over anything else when it comes to coming back into the server and just seeing, oh yeah, they're up 3-1, and I mean, it looks like Fox has gotten another kill in the meantime. A bit more support coming in from Vanessa and Emmy as well to bring this closer. It is just Jade left alive now. Vanessa watching this angle in towards ramp will find the kill with the AK in hand. We have a tie game, and it seems like that op has really made the difference for the squad. They are starting to pick up the slack. Everybody's into it. Confidence is there, and we have a game on our hands.
Yeah, this is. I mean, it started off so clean for Flyquest Red. Sleepless Gaming being absolute monsters to battle this back. It's tough to say who's really had whose number, because it is even, and I mean, it's Nuke, so you kind of expect that if you're really CT sided on Nuke, you do get that 8-4, but a 7-5 you'll be more than happy to take. I do think that if this goes to 6-6, I think Flyquest Red have a little bit to worry about, but Marie playing from Big Garage and Fox joining into this from heaven, gonna send Sleepless Gaming to bed. 2 versus 5 now, and that's a bomb outside with nowhere to go.
And even getting aggressive for Fox. She wants this extra kill. She wants to get something going with the rest of her team to make sure that they can get that lead back.
Just like, I'm gonna earn this spot. Oh
no.
Oh dear.
This is playing with your food, and this is
oh my goodness. Emmy with the save. Hey, that's the NA face it experience we love so much. Knife. Gonna knife. Gonna knife. You know.
Big ups. Last round of the first half then. 5 AKs for Sleepless. A few AKs already picked up for Flyquest Red as well over the last few rounds. They've been able to keep through.
That's Fox's op already revealed in Big Garage. And Sleepless Gaming with only 1 outside might successfully avoid her.
In the meantime,
Plays on upper.
Beyond's gone aggressive. Yeah, it's this squeaky door has been the focal point, and it usually is on Nuke. That's a common enough occurrence. So Beyond looked to be aggressing over and towards it, potentially even was going to walk through it yet again, but cooler heads will prevail as the rest of the utility starts to come out. Oh, Marie needs to turn on this. She has to be helping out the rest of her teammates on this. There you go. There's the double. She'll retain, at least for another few seconds. Fox now in a bad spot as 3 players are all coming in at once. And it looks like we might see a 6-6 half here.
Many angles to watch.
To get this through.
Upper, notoriously difficult for that AWP to play sometimes. And yeah, Sleepless Gaming, they maul out and shred everything in their path. Well, 6-6. I mean, it feels like a little bit of a bummer if you're on the CT side going even on Nuke, but there are definitely times when this map can look kind of T-sided, so can't write anything off just yet. Oh, big boogie out into ramp, but PZ and I Eat Mayo prepared for this. 2 kills, but Emmy gonna battle right on back with a double of her own. With 3 versus 3, we squeak down lower.
Maybe not. You know what? They're making a play on this. Fox calling the audible, hey, I'm out towards A. There's a very big chance that we can get this going. And Emmy with another kill will find a... Sorry, it's actually Marie to get that one. Jade in the meantime has found Fox. So the A site isn't fully cleared out, but they have the high ground now. And with Emmy planting the bomb down below, it is up to Marie to kind of hold this together for at least a few more seconds. As bomb will be planted. Emmy, quick slide out. She'll go down. Atomic will find the second onto Marie. It will be Sleepless Gaming to start off the half with the pistol round. So 1-1 on pistol rounds on the match today.
Well, I mean, 2 fights that maybe didn't need to be given at the end of the round there. Flyquest Red with the bomb down, trying to take the duels. But it's pistol round, so with bomb down, we could get a nice force here for the T side. Does look like Flyquest Red are only going to partially force into this one. Upgraded pistols, a little bit of utility, but no primaries to be spoken of. Fox going to get that fast utility. Down upper, Beyond forming the tip of the spear. She is going to find one, but it's not quite enough. The MP9s just eat through Flyquest Red. It is enough for Emmy to sneak down lower and get the bomb down, but 1 versus 4 post plant is wishing for a lot, I would say. The bomb down and waits for the drop down vents, but Flyquest, Sleepless Gaming going to be headed through, mostly through ramp. She's going to spot the shoulder of Atomic, but MP9 versus Tech9 will be won by that MP9.
Well, Sleepless will start to take a bit more of a gap form a bit more of a gap in the lead once again. Still on a bit of a half buy, at least. The remainder of what was from last round, you can see some FAMAS, M4s, MP9, and that's hopefully going to give the advantage here to Flyquest Red now on to their first buy. Rifles in hand, all AKs. We'll see what they can push forward with and what they've got as an idea. We saw how strong Sleepless were going in through Squeaky. Ooh, and in fact, getting aggressive again. Emmy will find the quick double. I Mayo to get the trade. It was a big lobby crunch. Yeah, and it only worked a little bit. They actually come out the worse for it.
I mean, I get where you're coming from, Sleepless Gaming, right? Like, you're up 2 rounds, you're feeling good, you know you've got money to keep going, sort of. I Eat Mayo down on $350 is Beyond. Flaps boobs Atomic. I said it because I saw it in the kill feed.
Ooh,
Wasn't supposed to
it's all
say
good.
it,
It's all good.
but like I get where the strategy is coming from. You know, they weren't ready for the Molotov
Oh,
either.
good.
Vivian gonna continue cropping up these Sleepless Gaming players, but I don't know, a little bit aspirational, I would say.
Well, it's a solid round for them to pick up, and I mean, it keeps the money in check for Sleepless Gaming. You can see it's still not a solid buy coming in from that CT side as a result of not really picking up a lot of, and already going into the previous round with the buy that they did. 4 M4s, varying variety, and a FAMAS to go forward. Limited utility, and see kind of how this goes. It's been a lot of atomic for that Sleepless side. Although fairly even across the board for everybody coming into this, so big to see. Again, Flyquest red, they're working the angles outside here first with Emmy in towards lobby, going to be a focal point again coming in for Sleepless. They want to get rid of her early on. Emmy won't allow that though. She finds a double again. And all of a sudden, she's out in towards the A-bomb site. She's gotten the extra information. Owen now has to kind of cheat over in towards the vents. And this gives Marie a great opportunity with BB on to find this other kill for V2.
I mean, Emmy is just getting so much space for her team. I commented on it yesterday, but the fact that she has transitioned from Opper, traditionally a position where you're going to be holding far back, unless your name is like Molodoy and you're just going to walk up and hit every flick you look at. But she's gone from this, you know, staying super far back, playing defensive to, yeah, I'm just going to get up in your face, W key, and really putting at the team, making sure that they have room to breathe. Now, it's all around here on Nuke. Good save from Sleepless Gaming. That is going to enable them a little bit of a stronger buy here around number 17, but this one kind of slipping away. I mean, again, it looks kind of like the first half, you know?
Yeah, I was just about
ET
to
side
say,
wins the first two, and
keeping it pretty even so far. I mean, the end of the 6-6 half, and like you said, history's kind of repeating itself with the swap over. We'll see kind of how Sleepless Gaming responds into this round. They have a bit better of a buy compared to what Flyquest Red had at the time with the 2 rifles, and they're trying to use those rifles extensively outside as well. They have put a lot of pressure towards credit to see if they can pick something up at the start of the round.
I like this
here.
play though. Scoped up in hut.
Yeah, and I mean, the focus of Flyquest Red is entirely on the inside. You can see a smoke there in towards garage, gives them the sight. I'm going to guess that Atomic's going to walk through this. Yeah, there you go. Vivion's ready for it. She knew that was what was going to happen. No issue at all.
Atomic with a short half-life.
That's a good one.
Yep. But this round is looking to be 9 for Flyquest Red. Put them in the lead, but with 2 rifles being saved up here for Sleepless Gaming going into the next round, well, nothing's for sure. Emmy finds Jade. Yade?
I'm going to say Jade.
Yeah. Again, the
we're
op
so
in
far
hut.
in, you know?
Yeah. The op in hut is always something that's funny to me. Like, it's... Who expects the op to be that up close? Oh. No, they lost 0-2. But it's like, if you can hit your shots, that can be such a demotivator to have the op that close and yet lose to it. It's like, you're supposed to use that. Stop that. But
Yeah, and I mean, even the spacing that comes with that of, like, potentially walking out from hut and instantly having a scope up in towards Mustang, up in towards Heaven, just it gets you a lot more interesting of an angle, of course, and it's a lot faster to go that way than going into Squeaky, but there are a lot of trade-offs, and on the most part, it's not the greatest way to go about things. However, new round, new opportunities,
Oh,
and Bibion's going to find the first big kill onto Atomic, takes the head right off.
you know, we were
So,
watching an AK and Hut. I was expecting to see Emmy, but no. Bibion up first, walks behind her, and Hut is just cleared out. His upper sight obliterated. This gaming maybe in a position where another save. Hold on. Yeah. Aiden PZ already falling back.
and I mean, it's a good call in their eyes to get away. Keep 3 rifles, keep the majority of your guns alive, especially in a situation where it really doesn't make sense to go for a retake. But I mean, this is going to be Flyquest Red hitting double digits. They've broken the curse there on the second half repeating itself from the first half repeating itself into the second. But I mean, more importantly, is keeping 5 alive, building that bank even stronger than it was previously, and showing that everybody is here ready to go, and that the nuke pick was well warranted.
Yeah, this is I mean, again, with limited time to practice to start the season off, I think that, you know, maybe the standard maps, the Dust 2s, the Mirages of the world are not the right things to go for when everybody's so familiar with pugging on them, and trying to play to some old strengths is the right way to go. 8-10 scoreline. It's looking good, but Jade has picked up that AWP for Sleepless Gaming, which they have not had on their CT side. That is going to be something to really look out for, although I didn't really see too much opping on the T side, so we'll have to see how much action it really gets.
Yeah, a bit of a hidden thing on this, just because Sleepless Gaming played that 5 rifles the entire way through. They did have the money at one point to get an op on that T side, but they elected not to. I mean, you look at Flyquest, you look at Fox, you just go, well, it's a kind of a no-brainer to have her pick up the rifle, or yeah, pick up the big green. So early shot comes through. Jade will miss, but Opdual potentially on the way here, as actually a lot. Everybody's in this lobby area. They're getting ready for some kind of an interplay, and it starts with that early entry over in towards Hut. Hut just seems to be super beatable right now on that Flyquest Red side. They're finding the gap and they're taking it over. Sleepless Gaming loses 3 in roughly 3 seconds.
I can just imagine the comms of that. Like, all right, Emmy, you've had your fun. Now it's time for Bibby to have some fun and go get some kills. You know, let everybody have a chance to play the game. Vanessa over here with a nice score line going, that's okay. Everyone else can play the game. Not going to say her score.
You're evil for drawing attention to that.
Someone had to.
Sure.
Look,
I must lead others where I cannot go.
I'm not going to say it, but I'm going to tell chat that it exists. But I will say that if you like her scoreline, apparently there's a team going by that name in the season of CCT.
I don't know how to respond to that, simply because I don't think I can process that properly.
I'm sure it'll go away. I'm sure it'll be one of those things where people look back on it and be like, why did we think that was funny in the first place? You know, my generation, we had things that we thought were funny, like Badger, 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 and the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. We thought that was great. And Chuck Norris jokes. No one says that anymore.
Those are good classics. Those are very nice classics. Yeah, we do have a bit of a tech pause coming in right now. It looks like no counter up top kind of means that's what's happening. Unsure at this time what the issue is, but This is a bit more time to yap, really.
Yeah, I mean, if you're ever curious how old I am, I'll just say old memes like when animals gave advice, Rage comics. What else we got?
There used to be a YouTube channel called Annie Meme, as in like animation memes, and they would take the like 2010 format of memes. So like you got like Bad Luck Brian and
Oh,
it was like Wolf of Courage or whatever. You get those ones, and they animate the memes, and it was literally just a voice actor saying a line, and then they'd animate the meme itself with that.
that's
But
fantastic. You know what's not fantastic? Atomic has gone explosive. Has stonewalled this upper site. Flyquest Red, they've lost 3 already. Emmy trying to get her licks in, but Yade from behind pillars leaves Fox in a 1 versus 4, and Barrel sticking out a hut. So, Molotovs ending in fire. Oh, she just backs away. But I mean, the spam's coming through, and that nade that we just saw in her scope, just barely alive, peeks on out right into the cursor of PZ, and it's 9-11.
it's a big round from Sleepless Gaming, needing to get back into this. That tech pause looked to be enough to give him a bit of time to kind of get back into it, get in the right headspace, and they've done just that. So we'll see how this goes, because of course, Flyquest have a lot of money sitting in the back pocket. Not nearly as much as they once did anymore, especially if you look at Flox having to spend the most on that op, but it's a good availability, which means a good shot here for Flyquest Red to get this one back, and if not this round, maybe in one more for a final time.
Yep, op tool going down outside though. Jade just barely missing the players as they sneak by in the smoke, but second nade might be the one. Nope. Smoke reforms just in front, so Flyquest Red get a chance to sneak down lower. Emmy's still in hut though. I mean, if you're gonna send her somewhere, this is the place to be. Oh, catches Ait Mayo unawares. The top hut player of Atomic is gonna trade that one back. Still a player advantage for Flyquest Red, and that bomb gonna be planted with Marie waiting for the push down ramp. DPZ on the X-ray, and Yade peeking on down as well. Could be huge here. This is not an easy position to suss out. The nade flies through as well. Waiting for the peek.
Oh,
for Marie,
huge.
good for the first. Oh, peeks out. Spots Yade as well. And Atomic getting caught on the retreat. 1 kill as a souvenir from this round as Flyquest Red claim map point.
Yeah, huge. Good teamwork there as well to really start to break things down. Marie holding her nerve in towards that U-Haul is huge on the defensive side, and now they just stand 1 round away from getting their first win on the season. It is a bye coming in from Sleepless Gaming. They were playing for the tie, so we'll see how this goes now. Sleepless need 3 rounds in a row to get on that, so we'll see how it goes here with Emmy starting things off. He's in Jade. So one will reveal the op now. See a shadow, and then it's gone. In the meantime, he says unable to survive. So all of a sudden, a lot of players once again running in through hut. Atomic is the first one. The closer, who usually helps them get rounds finished, is no longer around. However, IE Mayo back. Spoil parade.
1 versus 3 for Jade, and just going to be flying on up to heaven. Nade going to fly out, going to reveal their position, trying to nade out the planter, but that bomb still down, and initiative sent back. WP now. 3 bullets, 3 players. Every shot lands, this can happen, but not an easy task. Only a smoke left in the inventory, but it's Fox to nail the shot. 13-9, Flyquest Red start this season off 1-1.
Yeah, big play coming in from that, and good to see them get a win on the week, and make sure that they stay in towards even. 12 games left in the season, right? It goes by quick, and especially with everything that has gone through. But yeah, it's solid win overall. It looked a bit shaky at the start there. We saw them lose that first rifle round, and then from there, just kind of slowly worked their way up back into the game. But yeah, great overall for that, and exciting to see as we get a little bit of a match page here. Yeah, Fox leading the way with actually it's a tie. BBL and Fox both 18 kills apiece there. Marie and Emmy 15, and then Vanessa with 8, following up, anchoring things at the bottom there. But yeah, huge Fox. There's the Fox ace sitting in the 5K column.
Yep. Emmy kind of sounds like entry if you change a letter and add some more. It's nearly there. So just seeing how much space she was able to pull in on T side, honestly, feels a bit like what was done to them last night. So yeah, I mean, hey, starting off 1-1, not a bad place to be for the first week of Advanced. Does sound like we've got a customer in for the interview. So
Yeah.
Mr. Sheikh Zula.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, how you guys doing?
Great. How
you feeling?
We're back in.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah, we're back in for a new year, new set of gaming, and a little bit of changing in the roster. How are you feeling after the match today?
I'm feeling good. I think this is just going to be like learning season. Replacing Goose is going to be, extremely difficult, especially as like the IGL. There's just not a lot of IGLs in NA, and so we gave Marie that role for this season, and so she's been learning and been doing a great job so far. So for me, it's just like how she progresses this season as an IGL is going to determine a lot, and yeah, I've been happy with things so far.
How are you feeling after the games this week?
I mean, I'll take wins, 1-1 is good at the end of the day. I mean, Marie's in EU, so not the easiest for her in terms of like bragging right now. And again, just like new system and a lot of changes. So like I'll take wins at the end of the day. I think that both games this week have been really good from us to learn from. Like even though, we won this game, I still think there was a lot on CT side that we can take away from. And then the game last night, again, I think that there was a lot of learnings as well. So it's unfortunate because I think we could have won the game last night, but at the end of the day, again, it's really about, for me, the long-term growth this season, and we've been doing well so far.
Nice to hear. I mean, it's funny you talk about lack of IGLs and everything like that. But you yourself used to be the IGL for Bad News Bears and Triumph in the day, the imparting the wisdom of Sheikh Zula onto Marie. Hopefully, we'll see some cool things from that. But I mean, talking about the stand-in, the star of the show tonight that kind of got things going, Fox. How has it been kind of meeting her and having her on the team, at least for the start of the season here, to kind of step in? I know Goose's big shoes to fill, but even trying to kind of add a bit of a different factor in with a star op player coming in.
Yeah, I mean, I think she provides like that X factor in a lot of games. Like I call them bullshit rounds, just ones you're not supposed to win, and so like I think she just has the ability to pull those out of nowhere, and so that's kind of something that I think we lacked a lot last year, and it's a huge contribution that she's added through 2 games so far, and hypothetically more.
Yeah, you haven't locked in a 5th. We've been calling her the stand-in, but where are you? So, how much of the decision to change out your 5th was Goose Breeder stepping down versus wanting to find just somebody different?
I mean, this was 100% Goose's decision to step down. I mean, she touched on it in her video, but she's just moving to EU to reunite with John. It was just something that long term, she had already spent a year, away from him, where he was in EU and she was in NA, so she had already sacrificed a lot, and it just got to the point where she was like, "Hey, I would like to go over there and be with him full time." And so, it's just sad, but we're happy for her at the end of the day. We had a great team, and the environment over the last year was amazing. So it was one of those things where it's sad that it ends, but we're happy for her, and it's something that she needed to do to progress her life. So we're rooting for her, and yeah, it was like we would not have made any changes to this season had she not stepped down.
And I guess my last question for you here is, because ESL Impact is now gone, we're far away from that now with the season over and everything like that. Are you as a team very excited to kind of get more into the mixed competition? You got like Dust 2 Eagle Masters, you've got CCT. I don't know if you guys are qualified for any of those leagues. I'm just saying they exist as leagues to be able to play in. are you excited for the prospect of playing in more mixed competition, maybe putting more force into that without ESL Impact on the table anymore?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna sound like kind of crazy, but I think we always played better against the men's teams rather than like we really struggled for some reason at like the impact events and like even in the online like NA season. Like we struggled a lot in these games, and we like whenever we would play advanced, like we played really well. And so like I am looking forward to playing more matches and playing those games. And obviously we're gonna focus on those as yeah, I mean they're our primary competition going forward this year. There's like a rumored Brazil land, which hopefully comes to fruition. But
I've heard of some things.
you know, we'll just all we have right now is the ESEA season, and so we're just focusing on being the best team we can be and winning in that competition.
Okay. One final question from me is, how does it feel going from the best of threes of last season back to the best of ones?
I don't love it as much because the practice days are pretty tough. Like you could play 2 scrims before, but then you might kind of burn yourself out for the third scrim. Whereas I always felt like in the BO3 days, you would play a warm up scrim, then you'd have a full BO3, and that was like a really nice practice day. Whereas in the BO1s, it's like we can't get scrims early enough to then take a break to then play the match. So it's like you kind of only play 2 officials twice a week now, or like you play a scrim and an official like twice a week now, and I just feel like it's not the best practice. But obviously, we'll take VRS over nothing, so it's kind of like you just have to live with it. Yeah.
What a time to be alive, right? Thank you so much for your time, Shigzilla. Best of
You
luck
leave.
and have a good rest of your weekend. We'll see you next week, hopefully with the team. All right.
All right.
Well, I'm so glad we have the same. All right, let's
Let's send it off. Hey,
Let's
we
send
got
it
the
off.
W, 1-1 for the week. Very good looking Nuke game. And yeah, looking forward to seeing what next week brings.
For sure. I'm just trying to double check here. I don't know if the games are locked in yet. We have one against Imperium on the 19th. So far as it's scheduled, it might change, of course, in the near future. But yeah, we got lots of games ahead of us, right? Still 12 more on the season. Of course, it comes at 2 a week, and then whatever else hits our way. I don't really know what to change to this. Yeah.
It also just looks like most teams, like there's a lot of teams that haven't finished up their second game
Yeah.
for the week. Like just looking at upcoming, I see there's going to be a Notorious game. There's a Foxtrot game. Like there's games happening over the weekend. And then I guess they'll lock in the rest of things once the weekend ends, I would hope. I don't know. It's the league season. It's weird. It's silly, you know, but it's serious this time, which is cool.
It's seriously silly, Floofies. That's how we have to look at it. I can't wait to be seriously silly with everybody next week, though. Thank you very much, everybody, very much for being with us for the match tonight, for being with us last night through all the technical difficulties. We will continue to have technical difficulties next week for sure, but hopefully you'll be there with us for them. Thank you so much. I've been Parks, and this has been Floofies. We're gonna get out of here. Floofies, any last words before we get out?
None from me. Just thanks for showing up. Thanks for watching, supporting the team. And that's all from me.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.